Hi, I'm Mary, a librarian and book reviewer with a focus on stories written for kids, tweens, and teens. Today I get to share with you this book called Encyclopedia of Undersea Life for Young Readers by Bodana Jarosova and Tomas Tuma. There are so many creatures that live in the ocean. The ocean takes up so much of the earth, and there are a lot of creatures that we don't even know about yet. But this Encyclopedia of Undersea Life is a great way to introduce young readers to many of the creatures that we do know under the surface of the ocean. So as you're going through the book, you have spreads that feature animals that share various characteristics. So, for example, this one is elongated fish, and you have some details about what elongated fish are, what classifies them in this category, and then you have images of the animals that are part of this collection. You have their names alongside their pictures, and then you have details about those animals that are found along the edges of each spread. So a huge amount of information is shared even just on one spread of this book, but even though there isn't a huge amount for each specific animal, there is a lot of animals that are featured within this story. So you have a huge amount of information that you can learn about ocean life in general. If you're looking for information about one specific animal, you're only going to get a little bit, but if you want to see things as far as the big picture, you're going to get a lot of that out of this book. So you have characters that are whales, sharks, maybe some of the more recognizable creatures in the ocean. And then you have others that may be less familiar to readers. So as you're going through the book, you have the opportunity to either go through it in order or to navigate from one page to another, depending on a child's interests at the time. So because it is an encyclopedia, it does include a good amount of information about many, many creatures, and it serves as a launching point for readers who are interested in learning more about sea life. So this might give them a good look into what types of creatures there are, and then as they find something that really interests them, they can go digging deeper into similar texts that focus on those animals in particular. So the book itself doesn't have any back matter. There is a table of contents that helps with navigation, but for the most part, it's an exploratory type book. So for readers to turn to a page and learn something new whenever they have the inclination to do so. It is printed on very large pages, so it'll stand out on a shelf, and the nonfiction nature of it, while it is accessible to young readers, is a great introduction to nonfiction literature for those youth, especially for elementary school-aged readers who are comfortable reading on their own. This is a nice way for them to start learning things that maybe they haven't learned before. So this title is a really informative book about many different types of sea creatures, and it is designed really well for its intended age group of elementary school-aged readers. If this sounds like a great fit for you or for someone you know, I hope you look for it wherever you get your books.